Hi all, I Tanya welcome you all on behalf of Skill Heist to a brand new series and where we are discussing on the real-time questions that is being asked in the Azure Data Engineering interview. So the question for the day is how to copy multiple tables in bulk using Azure Data Factory. So let's see it in a practical way. So to achieve it, we have to create a pipeline in ADF, that is Azure Data Factory. So let me create a new pipeline for the same. So the first activity that we are going to use over here is lookup. So let me select this lookup activity. Let me give this a name as multiple tables lookup. Okay. Now let me go to setting and select the database from here. So as I've already created the database, I'm selecting it. So now as we don't want to specify a table, we want the list of tables, right? So for that, we are going to write a query. Okay, so let's write this particular query. So we'll write select table underscore schema, comma, table underscore name from information underscore schema dot tables where table underscore type is equals to base table and table schema is equals to sales LT. So for me, the schema is sales LT. Okay. If for you, if there is any other schema name, then you have to declare the name accordingly. Okay. So now let's run this. Let's debug this lookup activity and see what it is giving. So let's wait for some time. See. So it got successful, right? Now you can see we have values. In value is creating an array. Inside this, we have table schema and table name. Okay. These are the all the tables that I have in my database. So now the other activity that we have to use is for each activity. So let's connect these two activities because we are going to use the output of this lookup activity in for each activity. Right. So let me go to for each activity in the settings. Just let me click it as sequential because I want all the tables to come in a sequential order. And now items I have to declare it dynamically. Okay. So I have to select it. As we can see that the array was giving a name as value. So we have declared, we have selected this, the value array. Just click on OK. Now inside this for each activity, we have to do a copy activity. Okay, so let me select this copy data activity. Let me go to source. Now I have to create a new data set for this particular source. So let me create a new data set. SQL is my source. Let me select this. Let me give this a name as SQL data set dynamic. You can give it any name. Then I already have a link service. So I'm linking it with a link service, right? Now I don't want to give the table name over here. I want to enter it manually. So I'm selecting it as manually and let me click on OK. Right? Now what I have to do is I have to go and create it in a dynamic way. Now I'll say enter manually. So to enter this manually, I have to create a parameter. So I'll go and create new, and over here I'll give this a parameter as schema, and the other parameter I'll give this as a table. Okay. Now I'll go to connection. Over here I'll click on this and I'll go to dynamic. From the parameters I have to create on schema, and in table I have to create select the parameter as table. Okay. Now I have to go to my pipeline. Over here you can see this as schema, right? There's some issue I guess happened. Let's create it again. Let's create the parameters again. Let's delete it because over there you can see only schema and not the table, right? So sometime it happens. The alternative it, you go again and create both your parameters again. Okay, that will resolve your issue. So I'll go over here. I'll go to connection, enter manually. Let me do it again. Schema. I'll just select the schema. I'll click on OK. Now I'll go over here. I'll delete this. I'll click on table and I'll click on OK. Now let's check in a pipeline. See, now we are getting both the parameters. Okay. So these parameters also we have to define dynamically. So I'll go over here. So from for each activity we wanted. And in the array we saw that for schema we are getting the schema with the name table underscore schema. Okay, so we are defining it like this. And when it comes to the dynamic table, again we have to take the for each activity dot table and then we have table name. Okay, click on OK. Now let's go and add a sync. So I want it in ADLS. So I'll just select this and let's debug this now. So the complete pipeline will run again. Let's just wait for the pipeline to get run. So our lookup activity is run successfully. And now the for each activity will run. Okay, and as we have selected as sequential, all the copy activity is going to execute for the number of times we have the number of tables. Okay, if I have 5 tables, then this copy activity is going to run 5 times. Okay, so let's refresh this. Let me refresh it again. Okay. So, okay, all my copy activity is done successfully, right? Let me refresh it for the last time. Okay, I still have one copy activity left. So let it get run successfully, my complete pipeline. Okay. So meanwhile, I'll show you how my tables came. Right? Let me go to my container and I have selected this as my directory. So you can see all my tables are being copied over here, right? So this is how you can copy the tables in bulk from SQL to your ADLS. So I hope you understand. If you have any doubts, then you can contact us. And if you want to learn data engineering from scratch, then you can join our course, which is going to start in the mid of August. All the details are provided in the description below. Thank you.